Hello everybody, this is my entry to James and his stuff competition, his 200 subscriber competition, so congratulations on that, mate, well done. And I wrote a short story, because the requirement was to do something creative, so I wrote a story about the British cavalry charge at Waterloo, titled On to Glory. It's not historically accurate. I tried to make it, but there is obviously moments where it's not, so please don't complain about that, and I hope you enjoy this, or at least make you think. So, here it is. On to Glory. We sat on our horses at the field of battle, waiting for the words that will send us on to victory or death. The lives of thousands of men depended on those 6 words. I am Trooper Ben Duncan of the Royal North British Dragoons, or the Scots Greys if you will, and I stared at the hated French sounding their pasty charge and shouting their chant Vive l'Empereur that filled the air as they advanced in their attack columns. I knew the time grew near and I heard those fatal words, the sound of that wretched bugle. Charge, boys! On to glory, my lads! Hastily I drew my heavy sword and began to press on towards the enemy. A depressing feeling rising inside. I knew many of my much-loved brothers in arms would not see the next day. However, still we moved on, for king and country. As we galloped past our comrades from the infantry, we shouted to them, Hurrah, 90 seconds! Scotland forever! Some ran on with us as we moved ever closer to the enemy, but for how long I did not know. I raised my sword above my head as we crashed into the enemy and caught them in their column. Then the killing began. I saw the lifeguards in the inner skilling pound into the French advance, but I was immediately distracted by the despised Frenchmen around me. I slashed my sword violently, striking out against those who encircled me. After a few minutes of hell, their eagle was captured. They began to run for the hills, so we pursued them, chopping down as many as we could. Nothing or no one, however, could have predicted what would come next. Our uncontrollable mob advanced foolishly towards their guns, shouting, On to Paris! Then it was their turn to unleash their own fury. The guns fired, and 10 of my much-loved friends who I've known for all my army life, fell to a French canister. More guns fired into our mass, ending yet more lives, leading to our lust for glory and victory turning into sour defeat and retreat. The smartest of us, myself included, fell back towards our ridge as their lances smashed into the mob of British cavalry. I could hear from their agonising screams that my comrades had perished, and soon, no doubt, a lance point would be stuck in me too. I'll taste the mud and blood that will become my grave, so I spurred on, hastening my galloper in vain hope of reaching home. I turned around and a red lancer was behind me. I could clearly see his lance was stained in blood as it drew ever nearer to my back. To the left of me I saw my captain. The man who led us on to this bloody charge fall to his untimely death. A round shot took his last breath. His body exploded into smithereens. His horse rode on tirelessly on to reach safety of the ridge, taking with it the floppy remainders of the deceased. I raised my sword, turned and charged into the lance to avenge the death of my comrades, my friends, my brothers. I shouted and screamed as I pressed onto the lance, but it was too late. The lance impaled me. Death was near. As my vision blurred, I fell from the saddle and landed in a puddle of my own blood. The last sight I saw was the horseman withdrawing his lance, an evil smile taking over his face as he charged on to seek yet more British prey. So, hope you enjoyed that. Bit depressing, but hey, that's the horror of war. So, yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.